Hello, YouTube. I just wanted to clarify something. I don't have a problem with the idea of God. I just have the problem with some other people's ideas of God. Okay? The idea of a supreme, I guess, being or whatever you want to call it, or stellar object or whatever, um, or intelligent stellar object, it doesn't really go against my beliefs. But it does somewhat contradict them, I guess, because the oneness of the universe. But anyway, my problem comes from certain people's ideas of God. Okay, namely areas of the world where a punishment for a crime is you getting stoned to death. Okay, now it really shouldn't take a sane person or even a rocket scientist or whatever you want to say to really understand that stoning is very barbaric. Okay? In some of these countries, we all know about Iran, the Middle East, but we don't know is that it also happens in African countries, Sudan and Nigeria. Okay? Women get stoned to death simply for cheating. Okay? Now, this is hypocritical on 2 points. One is the fact that it actually mostly only happens to women in that regard. The second fact is the men don't cheat in these countries because it's legal for them to marry other wives. Okay? All I have to do is just say, oh, well, I was going to marry her, the little bride, bride price, I think it is. I don't know if some of those countries still do it. But yeah, so it's kind of hypocritical. Of course the man's not going to cheat. He just marries the woman. Okay, he has 2 wives. But if the wife goes out, she can't say, well, I have 2 husbands. Excuse me. But yeah, but you really got to think about the stoning. Okay, here they are. You committed a crime. You're sitting in circled by a bunch of people, and one rock gets thrown at you, hits you in the face. You're bleeding. You're in pain, probably screaming. And then another person picks up a rock, chunks at you again, and that followed by another person, and you're just getting pelted. Okay, and stoning deaths. I think the average time it takes for a person to die from this is several minutes. Now, I'll try to find a link below, but I don't really care about the gritty details. I just find this practice barbaric, man or woman, and it's just, I don't know, it's excuse me again. Anyway, it just seems rather demented because you're sitting there chunking rocks at somebody until they die. Okay, which is a very horrible death. Getting shot in the head, that's almost instant. But getting stoned to death, that's just, wow. Okay? But, yeah, and back to the whole hypocritical note on it, about women cheating in these countries. I met somebody, I knew a guy, or technically I still kind of know him, but I don't really know him all that much, but I work with somebody who's from one of these countries. Now, he's not radical like that. He's more of the divorce type, Western style, but he still believes that it's okay for a married man to have women on the side. But his wife definitely won't be able to have other men on the side because he would divorce her. Which is, I just see that hypocritical because that's just completely a misogynist society. Okay? Because the rules for man is different from the rules for women. Okay, there's no equal rights there. There's no justice. Okay, what a man can do, a woman gets punished for. So I just see that that's wrong. I see it's wrong that somebody can get upset about their wife cheating to the point where they can actually divorce them or kill them, or have them put to death, or have them jailed, or whatever the punishment is in those various countries. Yet nothing happens to him because all he has to do is just marry a woman. Okay, unless he's cheating on with a woman who's married, then he might get in trouble. He probably won't get as much trouble as the married woman, and he'd probably get away with it, saying, "Oh, well, she never told me she was married." Of course, the husband would probably kill him, but that happens even in America. But yeah, so I just find it very hypocritical of these countries and this culture. And the stoning part, the bad part about it is actually also in the Old Testament of the Christian Bible. or the Jewish Bible, and it advocatively supports stoning somebody to death. Now you got to think of the mentality of a God that says, "Hey, no, you can't just cut their throats or kill them. You have to throw huge freaking rocks at their heads and make them suffer and watch them die." Now somebody can argue and say, "Oh, well, the horrible death is supposed to be there so that nobody does it." Okay, but we're human. We're gonna do it. Okay, some of us will, and this is for stealing. This is for anything. Okay, it happens. Some of us will do that, but I don't think that it's got to be a sick mentality of the person who's throwing the rocks. Okay, just staring at the person while they're bleeding and stuff like that, and still chunking another rock at them, and then still there, and they have no remorse to change, and they just walk away as soon as the person dies, and then somebody carries the body off. That's just crazy. Okay, that's just beyond nuts, and it just really I don't see how somebody can really enjoy that culture. And unfortunately, it's God bless the people who get out of that area and leave that culture. I would too. I'd say, man, this is just disgusting. I can't do this. I cannot stone a human being to death for something stupid. Okay, they stole something. Okay, well, he had sex with his wife, divorce. Okay, maybe you should throw a rock at the guy. Just one. You don't have to kill him or nothing, but there you go. Or hit the guy. Get in a fight. With the guy maybe, and divorce the woman. Do something that's relatively normal. Don't just say, okay, well, we're gonna drag the woman and the guy out and just stone them all to death and just watch them die. Stand back and watch them die and watch them. Then of course their souls are going to hell. Which I don't see the point in honor killings. This is another thing. Okay, the person's already committed the sin. If you honor kill them, doesn't that technically mean they're going to go to hell still? So not only did you kill them probably in a brutal fashion, but now they're going to have to, according to your religion, spend eternity in hellfire. Where even in both books states that the angels will fashion new skins to be burned off you. What kind of God would waste his energy in making such a place? That just seems like a waste of energy, a waste of time, waste of space, waste of existence. Oh, well, hold on a second. We're going to go ahead and, his flesh burned off. Let's make some more. And they do this repeatedly for all eternity. Okay? Eternity never ends. So we're talking billions and billions of years, and then some, and then infinity. Okay, and then infinity on top of infinity. Yeah, it goes on. I just can't see that as being a plausible afterlife. Okay, at all. The only one I can see plausible so far is reincarnation. Okay, simply because the laws of conservation of energy and mass. This, I believe it's the second law or the first law of thermodynamics. So, you can look that one up too. But that's actually scientific. But yeah, it's just, that's one of the things. I don't have a problem with an idea of God, just their idea of God.